good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to PM with Kim, y'all. A magnificent and marvelous Monday evening to you. I hope your day was more than marvelous and magnificent, that it exceeded your expectations, and that all is well in your world on your side of town. Welcome back, y'all. I pray that you are home, you made it through traffic, and that you are kicking back and relaxing and doing whatever it is you do to unwind. So that is my prayer. That is my hope. I got sidetracked, y'all. I looked up. I was like, oh my gosh, it's 7:20. I got to get my video done. I try to get them up by between 7 and 8 or 8 and 9. Sometimes I'm a little bit off, but here I am. Thank the Lord. I'm back, y'all. So thank you for circling back to my regulars. And for those of you who are new on this journey, welcome to PM with Kim. This is my evening inspiration. This is just things that pop into my head or that I experience or that I feel during the day, and I just want to share in the evening a little piece of me, I guess, and a little bit of wisdom, a few nuggets of wisdom or something to help you. Just my thoughts. So thank you for those of you who join me regularly. I appreciate you. And for those of you who are new, thank you very much. And I hope you get something out of these videos, because my prayer every day is, Lord, if you can just bless one person and they get something out of this, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So if you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell so that you know when I upload videos. Like the video, make a comment. And if you feel so inclined, share it with your family member or your friends. If it can bless you, it can bless somebody else, y'all. So that's it, y'all. I was thinking about what was I going to talk about. And several things popped in my head today. And, you know, I go off on a tangent and get off on my little hodgepodge or whatever else. But I wanted to talk about, and I've talked about this before, but I kind of just want to reiterate it in a new kind of spin, if you will, about prioritizing yourself and living life with intent. Because it's so important. And not being married to your job. Yes, is your job important? Yes, it is, because that is how you make it. That's how you function. That's how you pay your bills. That's how you're able to do nice things for yourself, if you're able to do those things. So having your job is important. It is. But it should not be your priority. It should not take precedence over your mental health, over your physical health, over your family. It shouldn't. It should be important. It should be something that you are mindful of. But please be intentional about taking care of yourself and making yourself a priority unapologetically. Unapologetically. Always carry yourself in a manner that, one, your job is important, and that you're going to do it to the best of your ability with fidelity, and that you're going to manage and do be a good steward over what your job calls for you to do, and being decent and in order with the things that are required of you on your job. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you are a priority. I was having a conversation with my pastor earlier. We were kind of talking about that, and that's kind of just struck me like, you know what, that's what I want to talk about. Being okay, unapologetic about putting yourself as a priority. For example, if you need to take leave, and I know some people who have what they call, I guess in the government and certain areas, they have what they call use or lose. People get to the end of the year and have use or lose leave because they don't take off from work. That will never be Kim's story. I will never have use or lose. That is hilarious. My mother never had use or lose. I learned it from her. I'm not going to have use or lose because I'm going to use it. That's what it's for. Use your leave. Take your time. Do your job. Make it a priority. Take it, be, a good steward over it. Be intentional, about being a good worker. But at the end of the day, if you're not feeling well, stay at home. If you need to take a mental health day, I call them mental health days before now they're mental health days, and some jobs give them in the leave and all of that. I've been taking mental health days for 30 years. As a teacher, you had better learn how to take you some mental health days. If I ain't right, I ain't going to no job. Because if you're not right, you're not going to be right around everybody else, and it's just going to be a mess. Use your leave. And guess what? Use it for what you want to use it for. Call out healthy. Don't call out sick. I'm calling out today. I feel good. I just ain't coming. I mean, you might not say it like that, but I probably would, because hey, I've been doing this for a long time. I don't ask. That's the one thing. And I'm digressing, but my mother taught me when I first started working. Oh, and if she ain't never tell me anything else that wasn't good, but she told me what you won't do is you don't go on no job scared for your job. You don't go on your job as an adult asking anybody anything. She said, especially when you need to be off. You don't say, oh, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, can I be off today? No, you call them and say, respectfully, I'm just not going to be able to make it in today. And whatever problem they got to deal with on their end is their end. Honey. Thank you, Marcella. Because she hooked the sister up. I have always walked like that. So I'm saying all that to say, do what you need to do on your job. Be a good worker. But don't sacrifice your mental health, your physical health, to get on somebody's job. Because guess what? If you fall out and you die today, before your body is cold, they're going to have you replaced. They'll be stepping over you, interviewing. Yes, man, we have a job open for you. Come on in, we want to interview. Man, they don't care. They don't. And that doesn't mean that you don't care, but it means that you put yourself as a priority. You don't feel well, don't go to work. You want to take a day just to do nothing, or you take a mental health day because I ain't right. I ain't feeling good today, and if I go in there, I might pop off on somebody. Stay home. Or you wake up today and you're like, you know what? The sun is shining. I'm feeling good. I'm going to call in well today. And I'm going to do whatever it is I want to do, because that's my business. You got to get in that kind of mindset, because you can go, give to these jobs. And one, they ain't going to appreciate you. And two, if something happened to you, before you, like I said, before you call, they're going to have you replaced. Or if, God forbid, you get sick and you got to be in the hospital, they ain't going to send you no flowers. Come on. And not to say you're supposed to be messy or you're supposed to have a I don't care attitude. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is put yourself as a priority and give yourself permission to be good to yourself. And if that means taking off a day, then you take off a day. If that means taking off a week, then you take off a week. If you're not feeling well, you don't call and say, I'm not feeling well, I'm sorry. So no, you're not sorry. I don't feel well. I'm not going to be in. And go get you a doctor's note. But what I am saying is prioritize yourself and do not give up and sacrifice your well-being, your physical and your mental well-being for these jobs. Because they ain't going to do it for you. Care for yourself and do not sacrifice your family for a job. And I'm telling you that from what I understand, from what I know. And I tell you all my story. I put my business out here. I don't care. I ain't got no business, this, whatever. But I was an administrator, assistant principal for 8 years. I had taught for a long time, and then I became assistant principal for 8 years. And I was in the process of getting a divorce. My son at that time was 5. He was just starting kindergarten or just finishing kindergarten. And as an administrator, as an assistant principal, I was working 12-hour days, 14-hour days. A couple of days a week, I'm at basketball games. And, every home game, football game, I'm on duty. I mean, I was pouring into my life into other people's children. I missed some of my son's moments early because I was at work. I'm 3 days a week during basketball season, 2 or 3 games, I'm on duty until 10, 11 o'clock. I get home, my son is asleep. And so when I went through my divorce, I made a decision that I'm walking away from administration because I'm not going to sacrifice those hours for somebody else's kids and sacrifice my own. Come on, the one that I prayed for and asked God for, the only one that I had and I'm going to sacrifice him for somebody else's kids? No, ma'am. No, sir. I walked away, and I was okay with it. I took a little bit of cut, but God kept me. He's always kept me. I ain't miss a meal. I ain't had nothing turned off. I was still good. And guess what? I still had the time to pour into my child. I had the time to go to his little programs. I had the time to be at his school. I had the time to volunteer for stuff. I had the time where I would take off from my job as a teacher and go chaperone for his. So I ain't telling you something that I heard. I'm telling you something that I do. Don't give these jobs your all, sacrificing yourself, and then you sick and you dead and they still going on and they forgot you. You ain't getting no plaque nowhere. You ain't getting no bonus nowhere. You ain't. Do things decently and in order. Carry yourself with pride. Do your job to the best of your ability. Be a good steward over everything they've asked you to do and be on your job. Be the best that you can be. Be a light on that job and there when you go there, and be all that you can be. But do not sacrifice yourself, your personal self, your emotional, mental well-being, your physical well-being for a job, because they're not going to sacrifice for you. And when you're down and out and you're downtrodden and you're sick and you are destitute and whatever else, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, can't help you. Sorry, not sorry. Take care of yourself. Take your leave. That's what you got it for. I use my leave every year. And people are like, well, what happens, Kim, if you're sick and you need your leave? God will provide. I ain't leaving nothing on the table. I'm using it all every year. I ain't having no use or lose. I ain't having no carryover. I'm going to use it all because I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. And people would always, they would laugh. They were like, I'm using my time. I'm going to take off when I want to take off. Because when I'm there, I'm 110%, 10 toes down, as the young people say. I am giving it my all, 110%. I'm not slacking. I ain't fooling around. I'm giving it my all. I'm blessing. I'm doing everything I need to do. But when I want to take off, I take off, and I'm not worried about the building until I get back. It'll be there when you get back. Trust me, all the mess that you leave, it will be there when you get back. I ain't gonna ever have use or lose. That is cute. That is cute. Now, Kim, ask anybody that know me. They'll tell you, I ain't gonna have no extra leave. No, I'm not, because I'm using it. And they would always say, what you gonna do if you get sick? Guess what? I did get sick 4 years ago. And I was out of work. I was off on medical leave. But God, because I was working in a district that did leave donations. And I sent out a little note to all the people that I had been, at this point I was teaching, I had been an administrator, and I'm always good to people. I'm going to be good to people everywhere I go and everything I do. And I sent out this letter to everybody, all the schools that I had worked in, all the people that I knew that I still contacted, and said, hey, my health is not well. I'm out on leave. I sure could use some leave donated. If you could help me out. I ain't never missed a check, because guess what? I got 3 weeks of leave from this person. I got 2 weeks of leave from this person. I got a week of leave from this person. I got 4 days from this person. I never missed a paycheck. Glory to God. Because people bless me because I had blessed them. So I say all of that to say, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't be frivolous today, but don't worry about tomorrow and that job and all of that stuff. Do your job. Do it well. Walk in the authority and be the light and be as good as you can be every day on your job. But when it's time for you to put you as a priority, do it unapologetically. Unapologetically. Stop saying sorry. No, you're not. Stop saying sorry. Say, it is what it is. I won't be seeing you today. See you when I see you. Take your time. Invest in yourself. Give yourself, make yourself the priority. Make your mental health, your physical health, a priority. Do not sacrifice your family for a job. Do not sacrifice yourself for a job. Do not sacrifice your faith for a job. You need your job. I get it. But you are not a slave to your job. It is a means to an end for you to be able to take care of yourself and your family. I get that, not belittling that, not decreasing that in any value at all. Just saying, prioritize and make sure that you are putting your priorities where they belong and you matter first, because if you're not good to yourself, you can't be good to anybody else. When you go on those jobs, and as a teacher, I ain't going on that job if I ain't right to negatively affect other people's children. No, I don't want nobody doing that to my child. Be sensible. Take care of yourself. And be unapologetic about taking care of yourself and doing what you need to make sure you're good. So that's my PM with Kim. That's my evening inspiration. Make yourself a priority, unapologetically, and don't be a slave to your job, and don't sacrifice yourself and your family for a job that is not going to sacrifice for you. Do well. Carry yourself appropriately. Be a good steward. Give it your all in all when you're there. But when it's time for you to take some time, I'm going to see y'all when I see y'all. I'm going on vacation. I'm going, and hey. And you will thank yourself. And you will thank me later on for taking that advice. Yeah. And God will see that you have everything that you need. Now don't go in there messy. And don't be the ones, if you take off every Monday, let me just back it up. I was getting ready to end here. But if you're one of the ones that's off every Monday because you done partied all weekend and whatever, I ain't talking to you. You need to get your life right. I'm talking to people who do what they need to do. If you already messy on your job and you already have a bad attendance and you late all the time, I ain't talking to you. Get your life right. I'm talking to people who do their job with fidelity, who walk in order and decently, who give it their all when they're there, who are good stewards over the responsibilities that they get. That's what I'm talking to. I ain't talking to y'all messy Marvins and messy Michelles. Y'all need to get your life right. I'm talking to the people who do what they need to do, who need to take care of themselves. So I need to make sure I clear that one up. All right, y'all. So that's it. That's all, y'all. That is my evening inspiration. That is my motivational piece for you this evening. I hope I helped you. I do. Take care of yourself. Make yourself a priority, and do not sacrifice yourself or your family for anybody's job. It's just not worth it. It's not. So I pray that the rest of your evening is richly blessed. I pray that when you lay down tonight, that the hand of God will rest upon you, and that you will have sleep that is peaceful and restful and sweet, and that the hand of God rests over you all night long, and that the angels will encamp all around your home, keeping you and everybody in it safe from hurt, harm, or danger, and that when you awaken tomorrow, that you will awaken refreshed and revived and renewed and ready to run on to see what the next day will be. Oh, I pray that God's love will cover you from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, and that you will take care of yourself. You will put yourself as a priority unapologetically, and that you will love on yourself and speak life and give life to yourself through doing whatever you need to do to care for yourself. That's it. That's all, y'all. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace that guards your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit, everything about you in Christ Jesus. Woo! Yes. Yes, Lord. Give God his glory. Ha! Thank him, because he's so good. He's so good. He will keep you. If you're worried about taking that time, ask God to give you peace about it, and then put in your time. Do that for you. All right. That's it. That's all, y'all. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace and blessings from my heart to yours. Don't forget me in the AM. Come on back for AM with Kim. All right, y'all. Have a good night.